Hello everyone, it's BuzzRail96 here, and welcome to another Train Sim World Free livestream. Continuing with the German theme on the streaming front, we'll be taking a look at another high-speed German route, and that is Hauptstrecke München to Augsburg. It's not just high-speed passenger services we're going to be doing, we're also going to be doing some S-Bahn as well. So I think we'll do this one, a westbound intercity express service from München Hauptbahnhof to, it says on the menu, Berlin Hauptbahnhof, but obviously we can go as far as Augsburg. Now I've spent the majority of the afternoon burrowing away on most of the high-speed German routes, because for the first time I'm going to be using all of the German safety systems. So that's not just SIFA, but LZB, and for the first time BZB. I know people have wanted to see me use the German safety systems, but honestly, yeah, I didn't really know how to use them. But after spending an afternoon on it, understanding the theory behind it, and actually then, putting it to practice in the game, I've just about managed to get the hang of it. So let's unlock the doors. Do the pantograph. Do the brakes. Headlights. I've got a little plan, a strategy in my head as to how to tackle the safety systems on München to Augsburg. So don't worry, I do know what I'm doing for a change. There we go. And thankfully, there's actually a little guide, or not a little guide, a little icon on the HUD that helps you, and I've opened the wrong doors, lovely, that helps you understand aspects of the PZB system, like if it's under restricted monitoring, what speed should you be going at, 500 hertz magnet, 1000 hertz magnet. So there's a bit more guidance than there was than in previous Train Sim World iterations. Lucky 2023, hey, how are you? Good afternoon. Hope you're well. And Liam, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. So yeah, I've been busy practicing on, I think it was most of the routes that had LZB functionality. So I practiced on Schnellfahrstrecke Curl-Aachen, this route, of course. I did practice on the Verke Dresden because I thought at the time the fast line had LZB, but it didn't. And Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel Würzburg, I practiced on that as well. Such a good route, Kassel Würzburg. Alright. So let's go to our one and only stop, which is Augsburg Hauptbahnhof. Apply a bit of power. So restricted monitoring, the speed limit is 45 kilometers per hour. Which is okay, because I think the speed limit anyway is no, the signal speed limit is 40 miles per hour, I think, or 40 kilometers per hour, I should say. We got a red coming up, but that's fine. Bring that to a stop very shortly. We'll just trundle out of the station. Just cross the track. Funny enough, I actually found that the München S-Bahn also has LZB running, which was a bit of a surprise to me, especially in the Munich area. I thought like maybe on the outskirts, like maybe like out here or something, but no. The S-Bahn has LZB running. So this is the train we're conducting today in the green stripe, which is basically Deutsche Bahn being praised for their work on preserving the environment, which is interesting. TY Southern Rail fan, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. And yeah, after I've done most of the practicing on the, well, pretty much most of the German safety systems, I've then watched the Formula One, which was sadly a bit of a bore fest. Not gonna lie, I was expecting a hell of a lot more action in the Canadian Grand Prix, especially as it's been raining for pretty much most of the weekend, and then come race day, the rain doesn't show up at all. Which is a bit of a pain, but hey, yeah. For this route I have all of the layers active, so we've got freight, we've got regional Bahn, we've got regional express as well. So we should see a variety of red and white trains, from your 425s to your 146s. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about the black MRCE trains. I'm not too sure about them, but you'll certainly see a variety of well, hopefully on this journey, a variety of different services knocking about. Speed limit is still 40 kilometers per hour, just passing the train wash here in Munich or München. Let me just pop out the cab a minute. Head to the station here. So you see this wire that is that's going along the ground here at the center of the train track ballast is the LZB. So you can use LZB if this little wire is on the ground. And even if a train doesn't have AFB, you can still use the LZB, but of course you will have to control the speed manually, accelerating and decelerating. Right on cue, there's a 423 on the right hand side. Speed limit has increased, so let's get going. Plenty of time. We're due in at 12:15 in the PM in the game. Yeah, I'm doing good, Southern Rail fan. Things are looking good. I've got a interview for a new job tomorrow, which is a bit nervous for, but very much looking forward to it. I decided to hunt for something new, do a different job, get out of retail and petrol stations and all that stuff I've been doing for years now. So I decided to do something completely different. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get the job tomorrow. It's just nice to have a different scenery, fresh change, plus some more money as well. Yeah, but after the crappy year I've had so far, outside of YouTube, it's nice to see that coming into the summer, things are hopefully, fingers crossed, starting from tomorrow, will be a little bit more on the bright side. Liam went to Brands Hatch yesterday to watch the American Speed Fest 10. I only went as it was something different for my dad. It was Father's Day thing. Right, fair enough. Was it a good race? Was it good fun? I mean, Brands Hatch is a pretty cool little circuit, a lot of undulation and not a lot of room for mistakes. Make a mistake, you're on the grass, on the slippery grass, or probably very dry grass at the moment in the UK. Liam, people poured their American cars and trucks on show. Very nice. Some were for sale for a few grand. Luckily I brought a lorry, which is one of them. Oh, car carrier lorries. Oh, right, I see. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I do like American cars. I mean, one of my dream cars is a Corvette ZR1 or ZR1 as they pronounce in the US of A. Speed limit will be shortly increasing to 140 kilometers per hour. And we're not quite in the area of LZB on the main line just yet. We will be very shortly. And then once we're under LZB monitoring, I can just accelerate to the maximum permitted line speed and let the train take care of everything else, which is nice. I am thinking of also making a, I suppose like an LZB guide on the channel. If you want me to make a video on that, then well, I will. PZB, I could make a video about maybe all of the German safety systems actually, but regarding the all of the other safety systems like your AFB and your PZB in particular, I will need a bit more research into that. Because now I understand how it works in the game. It's just now trying to convey that into a language for people to understand. And once again, I'm a bit of a numpty because it literally just popped into my head. I haven't turned on the motion blur to aid the stream's performance. Hey Banana Craft, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Just doing a high-speed service on München Augsburg. Only just started it, so I haven't missed much. What will be a surprise to you is that excuse me, using all of the safety systems for the first time. So we've got LZB, AFB and PZB all up and running. As long as I make it to the end in one piece and without any major disasters with the safety systems, and that should, fingers crossed, should be alright. Once I get a bit more practice into some other routes and run with it more consistently, I should then apply that to some other videos I make with regards to German content. The speed limit is going to increase to 200 kilometers per hour. There we go, the LZB system is now activated. So I can increase the power to maximum and pretty much let the train do what it needs to do. Liam, we only did the Indy circuit. There were the Legends class, which are tiny. The Chevrolet cars was 30 years anniversary, and the NASCARs was alright, but it seemed like it was illegal to overtake. Oh dear, what a shame. Banana Craft still can't get my head around the German safety stuff, as they have so many I can't even get the train to drive. Self-flow. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, it's quite complex, safety systems. My best advice to you is to use one at a time. Like I started. I mean, AFB is the easy one. The AFB is just a cruise control, basically. LZB is like an easier one to start with, because it's mainly for high speed or routes that have predominantly LZB wires across the route. The LZB is pretty clever because it can analyze, upcoming speed limits, signal changes, and it will automatically lower or increase the speed with regards to, I don't know, changing speed limit coming up. We got 230 kilometers per hour. The train will now automatically accelerate to 230 miles per hour. Or if there was, I don't know, a yellow signal coming up, which may result in a speed change, it will decrease the speed by itself. The only thing you have to acknowledge is the magnets, the PZB magnets, which you haven't got much time to react to, but you've got to react to it pretty quickly. All you have to do is just press the circle button or the B button if you're on Xbox. But yeah, LZB is an easier one to get stuck into. That would be my advice. PZB is a lot more complicated, especially with regards to different routes, different services you may do, locomotives, of course. So there is a lot to learn, but in time you'll get the hang of it. It certainly adds to the experience, that's for sure. Liam, they wouldn't get past each other. I nearly went deaf because of a monster truck drag race. Paired old stock cars, so I has to have a go in the 1930s one. That little race against 7 drivers and they won. Guess I still got it. I'm pretty sure you've still got it. Well, for now, anyway. Oh, fair enough, Banana Craft. Fair enough. Now and again, maybe it's best to, give it a try. You've got nothing to lose. If you've got, Castle Würzburg or Castle Würzburg or Kurlaken, they're good routes to have a go. I spent a whole afternoon just trying to study it, understand the theory of it, and then put it into practice. And I will admit I've come to a standstill a few times of the safety system alarms blaring away. We've got under 30 kilometers to go until Augsburg Hauptbahnhof. Banana Craft, I've done them a few times, just like my UK routes, and I was riding a Wickham trolley today. Ah, right. Yeah, I've mainly just been on the German routes this weekend, having a play on them, and yeah, like I said earlier, understanding the wizardry behind these safety systems like your LZBs and the PZBs. The beauty of running LZB is that I can drink a cup of tea and not worry about speed limits at all. Let the train do the hard work, essentially. Or basically. Liam, there were 13 classic American cars for sale, which people bought for show, so I looked at them and brought all of them, put them on my lorry. You brought all of them? Why? Why did you buy 13 American classic cars? Why? What are you going to do with them? You're probably going to demolish them, aren't you? Yeah, damn right, Banana Craft. I want one as well. Well, depending what they are, of course. Which models and brands. If it's a Corvette, I'll happily have it, but... I can't believe you, Liam. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Surely you must have got told off for buying 13 classic American cars. I mean, what if other people wanted to buy them? We got a new speed limit coming up, which will be 150 kilometers per hour. That's basically what the alarm was telling us to expect. We've got just over 10 kilometers to go until Augsburg Hauptbahnhof. Liam, well, one is a truck, 2 Corvettes, and the rest I don't know. I wasn't interested in knowing them, I just got them. Well, why have you got them then? Why? What is your purpose for buying them? It's going to be for demolition or something, surely. I mean, I like cars, but I wouldn't buy 13 American classics straight away. I think that's a bit odd. Probably Banana Craft. That's a good shout, actually. You could very well be a bit like Oh, what's that program called? Where you take classic cars and do them up and then sell them. Is it Bangers and Cash? I forget what it's called. My uncle watches it a lot. Well, Liam, what type of Corvettes are they? Any specifics on the Corvettes? Like what kind of model, configuration is it, or colour, or year of it? The speed limit is 150 kilometers per hour now. We will have another speed change coming up shortly, which will be 90 kilometers per hour. Oh. Under 4 kilometers to go until Augsburg Hauptbahnhof. Right, it's now ending. I'll just turn off the AFB quickly. There we go, that's AFB dealt with. So we're now in restricted monitoring. As you can see, it says it's not safe to release. So we got a speed limit of 85 kilometers per hour. So those little graphics you can see there on the... Ah! Whoops. Wrong button. Release the brakes. There we go. Why is it shouting at me? There we go, I was going to say. Let's go in here. Oh, LZP, that's why. Turn it off. And there we go. Oh, it doesn't sound right. Why is it doing that then? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't looking where I was going. Speed limit was 45 instead of 80, so that's my mistake there. They're quite small to the font there for speed limit and not safe to release, so. Back to the panel. There we go. Yeah, what I was saying is that for font, for reading, like what the PZB icon is saying, it's very hard to see. Very, very small. I did look in the main menu to try and the settings to see if I can make it any bigger, but you can't, unfortunately. When we do the 43, that's going to be a piece of cake. So under a 500 Hertz magnet, and it's telling us which speed we should be under. I think that'll do. And here we are at Augsburg. Blue 1960s. C1 Corvette, alright. Good grief. It's expensive at Brands Hatch. I know a security guard that used to come to the petrol station as well as the store. He used to go to Brands Hatch quite a bit with his wife. Always bring a caravan along and go and watch the cars go around. It's a great circuit, Brands Hatch, great circuit. Certainly good for GT4 racing or touring cars, those kind of stuff. Right, let's get back into the menu. And I think we'll drive this S-Bahn S3 service westbound from Mammendorf to München Hackerbrücke. So we will do that, and then we'll do maybe another one if I've got enough time. It's only 9:30. Not even an hour in to the stream yet, so plenty of time. Very strange, Liam. Very odd. Which side is the platform? On the left. Passenger lights. Instrument lights to on. CFAT and PZB and LZB. This little guy does have LZB. The difference with this one is that it's got no AFB, so we have to manually control the speed. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be that difficult. Because at first I was thinking, oh, it's got LZB but hasn't got AFB, how am I going to do this? Then I gave it a try and just had to manage the speed, basically. But yeah, I do need more practice. There's no question about that. I'd be frightened and sitting there just looking at the screen, staring at it if the HUD was turned off, thinking, what am I going to do? What do I do? Like, just staring into the unknown. Oh, I just forgot. The PZB, the passenger information system, and I can't even reach that. Oh, God. Now I get back into the screen. What was it? S3 to... Oh. Nope. Where was it? Mammendorf, right, that is right. There we go. I'm going to be very, very late, but I'm sure the passengers won't mind. It's a cloudy, sunny-ish day. Approaching the first station, which is München Donnersberger Brücke. There we go. First station, tick. Urban aircraft, you don't need to put where you're going, just run out of service, then you don't need to stop like I do on the buses, so I know it's service, yeah. That's very true, Banana Craft. Right, the next stop is München Hirschgarten. It's just over a kilometre away. Nice. Very nice. So the destination is correct, S3 Mammendorf, and we've got 2 sets of 423s connected together for a, is it 6-car train? Yeah, it's a 6-car, no. 4-car train, I should say. On each, so it's 8 altogether. Right, I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. Of course, if you did enjoy the stream, then I would appreciate it if you would hit the like button below. If you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. The next stream, we'll be going to a different country. We'll be doing some high-speed action on the LGV Mediterranean, the south of France, one of my favourite routes that came out of Train Symbol 2, the LGV Mediterranean. I'll be doing that tomorrow on Monday the 19th of June. Got the München depot over to the right hand side. I'm going a little bit fast here. There we go. You've got a freight train down there. That's just come into the yard. Another S-Bahn train on the other platform. See the train depart, shall we? It's a good little unit, the 423. I like it. I personally prefer the 425. 423 ain't too bad. 423 on Kurlaken, which I tried out last week. That was good fun. Right, the next stop is München Passing, just over 3 kilometers away. We've got LZB ending, it seems. I haven't actually done a full service to Mammendorf before with the safety systems turned on, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. Shouldn't really end. I had a feeling it didn't. Oh no, it has ended. I can see cables. The LZB wire has disappeared briefly. I'm sure it will return. Those that had been gone to sleep for a little while, we're now under the dreaded control of PZB. Here is München passing. There we go. Milden Hill Stadium toilets are terrible. Oh, lovely. Never even heard of that stadium until now. I mean, I saw the Premiership fixtures came out earlier this week. Interesting start to the season for my club. Brentford away and Manchester United at home. Very tough test indeed. The next stop is München Langweid. Speed limit will be increasing to 100 kilometers per hour. The good thing with the LGV Mediterranee, the French high-speed route, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is that I know the safety systems very well off the back of my hand. I was pretty much playing with those safety systems turned on since, the first couple of weeks since I got that route, when it launched in December of 2020. Wow. God. Nearly 3 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, Banana Craft West Ham did do well. Well done to them. It's always nice to see another London club win a cup. Other than Chelsea and Arsenal, of course. Yeah, West Ham, I don't mind. I have a little bit of a soft spot for them. I mean, some London clubs I don't like, some I do like. Fulham and is alright. Brentford, I have to have a sort of soft spot for them. It's me granddad and my mum's club. And I've been to Brentford's old ground, Griffin Park, a couple of times, and yeah, you get wonderful old stadium. Griffin Park was. It's still standing, I think, to this day. New stadium I haven't been to yet. West Ham, yeah, they're all right. I've had a bit of a soft spot for them over the years, mainly because of David Moyes. Really, I think he's a great manager. To get them from fighting relegation to winning a European Cup is not bad. Alright, let's go. The next stop is München Lauchhausen. Just over 2 kilometers away. There's a in-city express going to Augsburg. Oh, 2 sets connected together. Very nice. It's going to take off now, that train. Hey, Commando, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just doing some S-Bahn services on Hauptstrecke München to Augsburg with all the safety systems turned on. So far, so good. I did a run earlier with the Intercity Express train with the safety systems turned on. It went well until the very end. But I'm slowly learning of these German safety systems and how they work. So far on this run, it's been faultless so far. Ooh, brake. There we go. Sounds like a busy road down below. Oh, there isn't any. Sounds very busy. My headset. What's going on down here? Oh, thought it was like a main road or something. Obviously I was mistaken. Let's watch the doors close, shall we? The next stop is Grubenzell. So let's rock and roll. Oh, glad to hear that, Commando. Glad you're good. Glad you're good. Now, if a Glossop line comes out in a couple of weeks' time, June the 27th, and as much as I'm not much of a fan of it, the price is quite tempting for me to pick it up on release day. Coupled with the fact it's got a 10% discount for PlayStation Plus people, and I think another 10% discount for people that own the Birmingham Cross City line, so it is tempting to pick up, but I'm not too sure yet. Until I see like a preview stream of it and see the ins and outs of it, and I'm not really sure, to be honest. I like the fact it's cheaper, and I like the fact they're doing this loyalty thing now across the board for people that, you know, have played Train Sim Mod for donkey's years. So it's nice that, you know, there's a bit of a discount, which I welcome. I've always said that Train Sim Mod prices are too expensive, ridiculously so at times. There's a regional express. Oh, brake. That was a little bit further than I wanted. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh well. Commander, you're the Glossop line is the only tempting reason for me to get TSW free at all. Oh really? Alright. Why the Glossop line, Commander? Do you live near Greater Manchester or something, or is it because it's cheap? Probably because it's cheap. I mean, I like these kind of smallish, nitty-gritty little routes now and again, but I think we're getting a bit them too often now, which is a bit of a peeve pet of mine. I mean, this route isn't exactly the longest, is it? The Niedertal Bahn, albeit it's excellent, that was a bit short, but it's historic, so I can let that off, and it was a visual masterpiece. Apparently we're going to get Preston to Blackpool. That isn't very long either, so yeah, it'd be nice to have something a bit longer on the UK side of things. Maybe, I don't know, London to Portsmouth or something, or I don't know, Plymouth to Penzance or something, or I don't know, London to Birmingham or something, you know, something, anything longer than 20-30 miles. Anyway, the next stop is Olching. We've got just under 1.5 kilometers to go. Commando, lovely Bakerloo line, all-time favourite TSW route, play at Hudless, got tons of liveries for the 72 stock as well, very nice. I haven't played the Bakerloo line in a very long time. I don't think I've played it. Have I played it at all this year? I can't remember. I don't think I have, actually. I think my mum will rage about that. The fact I don't play the Bakerloo line or anything to do with London. Knowing her. I mean, most of my family is from London, so. Probably the very few exceptions that isn't born in London, so. And my cousin. My cousin is, he wasn't born in London. Or lived in London. I lived in London briefly. Not the best part of London, but it was home. So, yeah. Ealing was not great, but it was alright. During my early years. Regional Express thundering by. Right, let's go to the next station stop, which is Easting. Near mine is just new route, more money spent. I don't really know what to do with most of it. Fair enough. Been on across same with either the 38 or 32 stock. Oh, you're in Greater Manchester, Commando, I see. That explains it. Good to see Northern Trains in there as well. Been to Piccadilly lots as well. Yeah, Northern Trains is it's nice to have a new brand in Train Sim World. Banana Cross Bishops, Shortford to Braintree. That's 40 miles. Yeah, that would be quite good. I'm looking forward to that historic diesel BR route. It's over 30 odd miles. I mean, we haven't had a BR diesel route for quite some time. And one of my favourite routes, Northern Transpennine, is indeed a British Rail 1980s diesel orientated route. So any historic route I welcome with open arms. Master Rail Driver, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston would be good. That would be good, yeah. You haven't been on Bakerloo, I'm shocked, I suppose. Well, I mean, you know, I've ridden it many times in real life in my teenage years, early teenage years. In the game, well, when it first came out, I played on it pretty much to no end. But now we're just, you know, so much more to play. Yeah, it gets put on the sidelines. It's been put on the sidelines for a little while. I'll play Bakerloo Line again sometime. Right, the next stop is Gerlinden, just over a kilometre away. So far, no mistakes with the safety systems. It's a miracle. Didn't expect it to be this easy. And rush hour as well, 7:26 in the AM. Very surprised. Excuse me. Commander, I love North London. Been to Camden ages ago and felt like a good vibe. Yeah, North London line is good. I think Dovetail made a North London, an iteration of the North London line in Train Simulator many years ago. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see a North London line, a modern version of it, that is. It'd be a dream. Drive an overground train to White Hart Lane. That'd be nice. See the Spurs Stadium in the distance. Brilliant, perfect. And if they miss out the Emirates Stadium or the station of the Emirates at Arsenal, then yeah, I wouldn't complain. Nah, I'd be fine, Banana Craft. Honestly, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, you know, I haven't driven the 43 on a service that goes out to Memmendorf with the safety systems turned on. Hence why I'm really surprised that it's been so easy. But I think it's going to be okay, because I think what happens, I've got to find it, I don't know whereabouts it is, but at the end of the service at Memmendorf, I think I have to put the train in the sidings, take it out of service and dump it in the siding for like 10 minutes, and then it'll be reintroduced into service. So it should be pretty straightforward. There was another 43 going to Munich. The next stop is Meiser. It's just over 3 kilometers away. We've got a 1000 hertz magnet we've just gone over. Slow down to 85 kilometers per hour. I think 65 will do just fine. We have a reduction in speed coming up anyway. We've got 40 kilometers per hour, so should be okay. I'll try and be careful, Commander. I'll try and be careful. Alright, PZB is restricted, not safe to release. Speed limit is 85 kilometers per hour. Just keep chugging along at this sort of speed and we should be fine. I'm running late, but that doesn't matter. I was going to be late to begin with. I knew I would be. Approaching the station now. We got a red signal. That is a surprise. We've now hit a 500 Hz magnet. We have to stay well below 60 or 50 kilometers per hour. And we're just over a couple of minutes late. It's not too bad. There we are. Is this our final stop? No, it's not. I had a feeling it wasn't. We've got a green light, which is good. Another S-Bahn service on the left. Yeah, it is Commander. I love the BR stuff as well, yeah. And 101 I'm not a big fan of, but I love the 40 and the 45. Wonderful locomotives, and the Class 20 as well, may I add. We haven't played it yet this year, Liam. Wow, I'm surprised by that. Alright, stay below 26 and 24. The next stop is Mulching Uberbay, platform 3. Just over 2.5 kilometers away. Safe to release, but it is restricted to, I think it's 40 kilometers per hour or 45, so it should be okay. Just keep it within the early 40s and we should be okay. There we go, it's gone, so we can go. Not long to go. Not long at all. Commander, the PZB gets ramped up towards Mammendorf. Oh yeah, well, I'll be careful. It is, found that out, it certainly adds a lot of realism to a German experience. I mean, I've never ever tried using PZB and LZB all at the same time until today, so it certainly adds to the experience, I'll give you that. Yeah, I just need a bit more practice with a Commander, I think. So it is nice to give it a go. I spent all afternoon playing on different German routes. I mean, I went on Kassel, Würzburg, Curl Aachen, mainly for the high-speed stuff, just to understand how it works on those routes and apply it here. And then when exploring on other German routes, really, that uses a PZB and a bit of LZB in between. Bremen-Oldenburg, as much as I detest that route, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Had a good go with the 45 on there and the 110. Yeah, but I just need a bit more practice under my belt and should be okay. Yeah, 2 minutes late, which means I'm a retard. Look, even says it there. Look, I'm a retard. A retarded driver. Making you late. Making you 2 minutes late. That's a 425. Speak of the devil. Regional barn service. The next and final stop is Mammendorf. Got a yellow signal coming up, so PZB is going to have a go at me in a minute. I think I'll do one more service after this one. Restricted monitoring, speed limit is going to be 80 anyway, so and here's Mammendorf, straight ahead. Early, well, I'm letting them release a lot and then buy it all and then get the funny phone call from the bank saying, have you been spending money on TSW3? Why? Why would the bank call you on that? My bank never does that. Pretty sure a bank wouldn't have to call you about why you're spending money on a video game. It's not like you're spending thousands and a few £1,000s on a lot of American cars. Oh wait, you are. Just remembered. And here we are at Mammendorf. 500 Hertz magnets, stay below 24 kilometers per hour. So that's the siding down there where the train will then scuttle into. Wait a few minutes and then another driver will take over and then put it back into service and then go all the way back to Munich. That's not bad. Pretty good. Completed a run with no problems at all. With the LZB, or the PZB, I should say. Pretty good. Rapid Transit, yeah, I haven't tried Rapid Transit on the PZB front. I'll have to have a look at that. I also did a run on the PZB with the some freight as well with a 182, and that was not too bad as well. S3 Holzkirchen, could that be? Well, I'll continue it a minute. I'll just see what kind of service we're talking about here. Commander, how come Bremen-Oldenburg is bad? The trains on that caught my attention first time they did old attraction from Germany, was it? Yeah, it was. I think it was the route more than anything. I feel like the route was a bit let down, I think, more than anything. Right, where are we? Oh, we're back at Mammendorf. Don't want to do that. That'll take too long. I'll pick a second type of service this train does. No, it's nothing to do with the rolling stock. It was, I think, just the route itself. I was just a bit disappointed by it. I mean, the headline act of that route was that bridge, and that did worry me about the fact that a bridge that animates going up and down would be the highlight of it. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of undulation on it. It's a little bit on the short side. The services are great. I'll give you that. The timetable of it's very good. And I remember when I picked it up around Christmas time, it was full of these bugs, and I was not impressed by it at all. I mean, those bugs have been fixed, but yeah, just the route it's not very challenging. It's not very fun. But at least you can use the 110 on quite a few German routes, which is good. What am I doing? Going there, aren't I? Need a small one. There we go. München passing. That one will do. Münchenberg am Leim. S-Bahn S4 service. There we go. Let's do that one, and then I'll call it a day. Craft, I like that line. It's better now. It's got more things working on there, and the platforms are nice too. I take it you mean rapid transit. If that is the case, then yeah, I agree. Rapid transit's certainly been brought up to the kind of standards we've expected from the German routes, more recent German routes of Train Sim World. New Skybox, passenger information screens on the stations, PIS working on the Silver Talent 2, which was long overdue. Had a new timetable, which was welcome. So it added way more services than you could think of from the previous timetable. And it added a few other bits and bobs to it, like ICE trains going into Leipzig, and what was it? I think another one, a 143. You could do some other passenger services with the 143 and the cab car, as well as with the DBBR 182, which was the official add-on at the time for it. So yeah, I agree. Rapid transit certainly is way better than it used to be. I've got to do the PIS. I always forget that. Berg am Leim for. Ugh, I can't reach it again. Oh, there it is. Right, let's rock and roll. The first stop is München-Leim, so let's get cracking. Safe to release, we're under restricted monitoring of 45 kilometers per hour. So we'll just stay at the early 40s. Have a regional Bahn service or regional express going by. Have a S-Bahn. Right, we are no longer under restricted monitoring, so we can now go full power. We should be also getting LZB back online very shortly as we dive into the depths of the city of Munich and speak of the devil. There is LZB activated. got the München Lime station coming up. So let's get on the brakes, especially as we've got a 0.8% downhill gradient. Whoa, brake, 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 brake. Let's unlock the doors. The EMC, they're very concerned and want to spend money on you. I got called about that soon. I'll just hang up say when it goes. Mad. Absolute mad. But it's your hobby, so yeah, you can do what you want with it. It's a passion project in the end of the day, isn't it? Come on, yeah, I know what you mean. They release it and it's janky, it just puts you off regardless of the fixes sometimes. Yeah, it's right. I mean, there's still some issues at Bremen Oldenburg, don't get me wrong. I mean, the frame rate around Bremen is just terrible. Even on the PS5, it's appalling. Really, really laggy. So, Lord knows what it must be like on PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah. Not the best German route I've experienced. Certainly, it goes unstable with not very nice German routes, which are not that many, but sadly it will go in my book with Mainsbusserbahn. Mainsbusserbahn's not my cup of tea. It just seems not much to do on there. Despite its impressive route itself, a lot of challenge, a lot of undulation, and nice scenery. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Magnifique. Look at that. Wonderful. Stop right on the marks there. That was perfect. Perfect. Hey, Alfie. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Wintercraft, good to see old routes getting worked on. Librarian Upstate. Oh yeah, West Somerset. That's a charming little route, that is. Very charming little route. I've always preferred the classic control setup. I think the the immersion controls, I think it's just a bit too fiddly for me. Preferred things that are simple and complicated. The next stop is München Donnersberger Brücke. Another very nice stop. Oh, but it's Bond's your favourite route, Commander. Fair enough. Yeah, it would be nice to see if they do another tube line or an overground line. That would be quite nice to see. In London town. Commander, it's good to see München Augsburg running well. It was pretty crap on PS4, so good to get something out of it. Yeah, I mean, they did improve the frame rate around, or the performance around the Munich area. I mean, it was pretty crap to begin with. I remember when it first came out, it was like a dog's dinner, performance-wise. And obviously, you do get some additional services now, which, yeah. It's nice to see some variation, different services, tootling along. The next stop is München Hackerbrücke. God knows why the speed is going down. Oh, is this the last stop? It is indeed. Oh, that's why. Alright, end of the line. Let's turn off all the safety systems for today. Our work... Ooh, sugar. Our work is done. Yes, circle line I'd like to see banana craft. Central line is good as well. Oh yeah, I mean, PS5 handles it very nicely. It's quite hard on it sometimes. Bright Mainline in particular certainly pushes the console's capabilities to the limit. Alright, we got a gold. Excellent. We stopped at München Lime, München Hirschgarten, Donnersberger Brücke, and finally Hackerbrücke. And I think that will do. Very nice. I really enjoyed that. Hope you did as well. That concludes, what is it, the third stream on a row on some German content. The Hauptstrecke München to Augsburg route. If you did enjoy it, then of course feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be still doing some high-speed action, but this time we're going to one of my favourite routes that's been released for Train Sim World, and that is the LGV Mediterranean in the south of France. So I hope you can join me for that stream, which will be tomorrow on Monday the 19th of June 2023. So I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.